Is there any battle that you felt like you've lost or wasn't as victorious?
Nah.
Yeah.
I've had the artists have moments. Like they did something and I was like, oh, that was good.
Right.
What are some of those?
Yeah. So what did you see that you was like, oh yeah, that was a good one right there?
In between time, like what's the name? The Jadakiss, he had put out some things.
On you?
Yeah, while we was back. And look, he could really rap.
Since when has it become cool to get shot and not shoot back?
You guys wanted this, so here we go. First and foremost, who remembers this classic?
I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York, New York. I got a semi-automatic that spits next time if you talk.
And you gotta think about what this meant at the time. A song by Ja Rule, 50's greatest op, celebrating New York. Just celebrating everything that is NYC, bringing together different boroughs. You had a number of New York icons and legends featured in this video itself, not to mention obviously rapping from Fat Joe and Jadakiss. At the end of the day, this was a huge win for New York, but it was a huge win for Murder Inc. And given yesterday's video, we talked about Supreme Team, we talked about Kenneth Preem McGriff and his hit out on 50 Cent and his tie-ins with Murder Inc. This is a situation that was not going to make 50 happy. So then he drops a Massacre, and we get Piggy Bank and these lines.
Cheated off with me if you want to eat, cause I do your little like Jay did Mobb Deep. Yeah, homie in New York, it's like your vocals, but that's only New York, dog, yo, it's local.
So 50 being 50 is firing shots here, but it's not just one person in the scope. He hits Jada, but then he also throws collateral damage at Mobb Deep, who also appeared in the New York video at the time. And the J here is Jay-Z. When Jay-Z trolled Prodigy, was showing images trying to embarrass him at Summer Jam, had it up on the big screen. And this whole track, Piggy Bank, is about 50's success, 50's wealth, 50's international renown. And that's also why he ends the lines just trolling Jada, saying all he's ever gonna be is local. And you could just taste the bitterness because he says, yeah, in New York, they like your vocals. And again, it just feels like 50 Cent at the time with his success. He's feeling like the king of New York. And now you have this song all celebrated in New York that he's not on with his enemies. But then there's these lines that Jadakiss also picks up on.
This is chestnut checkers, these are warnings. After your next move, I'll give you what I got.
Chess, not checkers. Jada goes, okay, you want to play chess with me? Check out Checkmate.
You did it, baby. Congratulations, homie. You made history. 1.1 million in a short week. We screw a press conference. Press this on your conscience. D-Block. Cheers. Yeah!
Even in the intro, he's spitting bars and that classic Jada laugh. That sounded like I hit puberty on that one. Don't unsubscribe to the channel just because I can't match the Jada laugh. But I'll tell you what, already opening up with the troll game. You sold these numbers on a short week because the Massacre was actually supposed to drop a week later. And at that time, we live in an era now where everything drops on a Friday. Why does it all drop on a Friday? Because that's where playlists get programmed, but that's also where Billboard starts counting for the week. So people want to maximize their week and get all 7 days in until the following Friday when the numbers come in. So at that time, numbers came in on a Tuesday. So Fifth was supposed to drop on a Tuesday to maximize counting all 7 days of those numbers. They bumped it up earlier because you got to remember this was the era of bootlegging. This was the era of piracy, the Napsters, the LimeWires. So they bumped it forward and they dropped it on a Thursday, which means that Fifth was losing some days that he could count within first week of sales. And he still crushed it. He still hit #1 with sales. Because you got to remember, Get Rich or Die Trying blew up. So this was the next release from Fit. This was the next album. This was the follow-up. Everybody was waiting for this one. The anticipation was wild. Jada's still taking that. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. But man, I feel the trolling.
Did it, baby. Congratulations, homie. You made history. 1.1 million in a short week. We screw a press conference. Press this on your conscience.
Sounds like he's giving a press conference here, but for me, that press conference, that's a little reference to the infamous press conference that really didn't solve anything, right? You had the Hot 9-7, the shootout, you had the fallout, 50 Cent kick game out of G-Unit. He was in the building at Hot 9-7. Then the shootout happened, right? And then they left, and then they came together, what was it, a week later and did this press conference. And you could tell just looking at body language, like neither of them were really piecing it up.
We're here today to show that people can rise above even the most difficult circumstances, and together we can put negativity behind us.
Everybody celebrated it, said, look, this is them coming together and making peace, but we all know the diss tracks that came afterwards and the fallout, and ultimately it didn't go that way. But Jadakiss here, no press conference, no piecing this up. Like, even a simple saying like that just shows, I know the history here. I'm saying things that you know I know. It's going to get under your skin. Come on.
Screw a press conference. Press this on your conscience. D-Block. Cheers. Yeah! I ain't mad. I don't want to sound mad. I feel marvelous. D-Block, double R.
Double R. Rough Riders, man. Rest in peace to DMX. D-Block. The Locks. Come on. Crazy. Crazy.
You gon' handle this like grown men, you won't win. You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin. I rap my ass off. I'm fighting a champ with the glass jaw at the Garden of Nassau. See me, couple hood niggas behind stars. I heard you put a couple good niggas behind bars. I might never sell that much, but you could bet your last 2 quarters I never tell that much. Picture Kiss not come out swinging. It's like going to see 50 at a show and he don't come out singing. Yeah, you got a felony, but you ain't a predicate. Never the king in New York, you live in Connecticut. You don't be in the hood, you be in the woods. Fucking with me, so we really gon' be for good. I hold a 4-5 myself and hop out the range on 145 myself. This is a true fact. Since when has it become cool to get shot and not shoot back? Trackmaster shelf, brave hearts help you.
Oh, man, one of the most iconic lines. There's so many great lines. Like, Jada knows how to line up bars. You know, Jada knows how to punch. He knows how to set it up. Man, even at this time, was rapping for a long time. At this point, he is beyond an OG and a veteran in the game.
Has it become cool to get shot and not shoot back? Trackmaster shelf, brave hearts helped you, then everybody felt you. Now I gotta melt you. And don't try to pull rank on Kiss, cause the niggas I'ma send to do it ain't gon' miss. Be laid up stiff, I spit straight up piff. I did real songs with Big, no made up shits. And I don't got a problem with clout. You ain't get shot again yet, so what's your second album about? Your raps are preschool. You made a lot of money, now be cool. Before I swell up your lips like seafood. Now get a mic check, you don't stand a chance to dance with me, dog. Your steps ain't right yet. Block is just fine, homie, the D straight. Most likely your new CD is a weed plate. Bunch of love songs, 100% pure garbage. Just something to break up buds on. You should just sell clothes and sneakers, cause out of your whole camp, your flow's the weakest. I'm in the town where the young boys is clapping. You running around with the lieutenant and captain. It'll take a lifetime to see Kiss. You had to get shot 9 times to be rich. Rat ass nigga, you's an animal. You's a motherfucking animal. Pig ass nigga, you's an animal. You's a motherfucking animal. Snake ass nigga, you's an animal. You's a motherfucking animal. Matter of fact, you ain't no animal. I'ma show these motherfuckers how to handle you. D-Block.
Don't need a bodyguard. Come on. If you love that beat, what's a tactic that we see in rap battles often? One of the just disrespectful things to do is to take one of your opponent's beats. Because in a way, you're going, hey, I know your discography. I know your history. But also, it's one of those kind of backhanded slaps because you take it because you also want to prove a point. Hey, I can take your beat. I can take one of your tracks. And I can rep better than you over top of it. Watch what I do when I get given a gift like this. And shout out to Alchemist, one of the greatest hip-hop producers of all time, who produced this beat. The original track is 50 Cent, I'm an Animal, right? And then Jadakiss took this, and that's why he has kind of that outro hook where he starts to clown 50 and play off of 50's hook, you know, being an animal. But anyways, let's bring this back and just break down this one. I mean, I could say, man, I forgot how heat this was, but I feel like I've always known how heat this was. This is just such a airtight, dope diss. My only complaint is that it's 2 minutes and 38 seconds. I wish we had like another couple verses from Jada.
It's like grown men. I ain't mad, I don't wanna sound mad, I feel marvelous. D-Block, double R, fucking you gon' handle this like grown men, you won't win. You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin. Man. I rap my ass off, I'm fighting it.
And Jadakiss talked about this in interviews, and there are a number of iconic phone calls at this time in a Hot 9-7. And one of them, Jada's just talking about, no, actually, that was an interview where Jada sat and he's talking about how can 50 do the success that he's doing and then still want to run around and like diss Nas, still want to run around and diss him, diss Fat Joe. Why is he not happy? Why does he have to create more conflict? Why does he have to create more drama, more beef, more war? Can't he just be comfortable in his own skin and his own success? Because if he's truly happy, then why is he doing all these side quests? Why is he doing all these other things? Psychological deep dive from Jada, man.
Double R. Fucking. You gon' handle this like grown men, you won't win. You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin. I rap my ass off. I'm fighting a champ with the glass jaw at the Garden of Nassau. See me couple.
Madison Square Garden, man. Saw some iconic fights. Saw Ali fight there. But at Nassau, where the Islanders play as well, hockey, fighting. Listen, man, you want to box? Check these punchlines. But the glass jaw, I can't help but feel like one of 50's most iconic lines. Patiently waiting with Eminem. Shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. And if you got a glass jaw, you should watch your mouth, because I'll break your face. Have your ass running, mumbling to the J. You going against me, dog. You making a mistake. Anyways, I'm going off on tangents, but I feel like, again, you know how we talk about like taking another rapper's kind of history, discography, flipping things on them? I feel like that glass jawline is just a nice little flip back.
Handle this like grown men, you won't win. You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin. I rap my ass off. I'm fighting a champ with the glass jaw at the Garden of Nassau. See me, couple hood niggas behind stars. I heard you put a couple good niggas behind bars. I might never sell that much.
Listen to the ad lib there. I heard you put a couple behind bars. Preem is what he says. We just broke down Ghetto Quran. We all know the story and the history of 50 Cent and Kenneth Supreme McGriff. This is what he's talking about there. And there were whispers, right, with the diss tracks and the back and forth between Murder Inc., between 50 Cent, between Shady Records, that 50 is the one who tipped off the feds about the drug connections and the money laundering between Murder Inc. and between Preem. And saying that they were washing his money, basically, on movie deals, on whatever. And rumor has it, it was 50 that pointed the feds in that direction and led to that whole tie-up that Murder Inc. had to deal with at a time when they're supposed to be in a battle, in a huge beef and back and forth with 50 Cent, that it was an underhanded tactic. So I think that there's layers to this with Jada, because obviously the one reference that's obvious is the Ghetto Quran, which, again, his enemies, people said, this is dry snitching, essentially. Like, what is he doing? He's giving the playbook for all these different drug dealers and organizations, especially the Supreme team. And then also there's these whispers about Preem, about 50, their beef, Murder Inc., and tying in with that.
I'm fighting a champ with the glass jaw at the Garden of Nassau. See me, couple hood niggas behind stars. I heard you put a couple good niggas behind bars. I might never sell that much. You can bet your last 2 quarters I never tell that much. Picture kiss.
You can bet your last 2 quarters. Play off of his name, 50 Cent. I'll never tell that much. I'll never be a snitch like you.
Might never sell that much. You could bet your last 2 quarters I never tell that much. Picture Kiss not come out swinging. It's like going to see 50 at a show and he don't come out singing. Yeah, you got a fella.
One of the things that Jadakiss does really well at, and he excels, is it's very tight flows with good rhyme writing. And sure, sometimes that rhyme writing is he'll repeat certain words, but then there's other times he'll flip out of it and he'll have a multi-syllable rhyme where he's using completely different words. But I think it's a dope tactic sometimes when you do use, like, you have a multi-syllable scheme, but sometimes you have a similar word that you use that you repeat, and then you kind of flip its meaning, because it just makes you tune in. It makes you follow so much easier. And when he sets it up, because he'll set it up on the first line, and then that second line will be that punch, and that punch just to me hits so much harder because he has that sort of repeating tactic with the multi-syllable rhyme scheme. Check this.
Never sell that much. You could bet your last 2 quarters I never tell that much. Picture Kiss not come out swinging. It's like going to see 50 at a show and he don't come out singing.
Picture Kiss don't come out swinging. It's like going to see 50 at a show and he don't come out. So come out was the same, but he switches it from swinging into singing. But for me, that big punchline is 50 at a show. He don't come out singing. And it just makes that punchline hit home because you know the first line and it kind of gets you to repeat. And then he also does a flip where he repeats the end bars and he switches what's internally on the rhyme right before that line.
I might never sell that much. You could bet your last.
I might never sell that much, but you can bet your last few quarters, your last 2 quarters, I'll never tell that much. And that much is the same. But again, just that simple flip, that's a very battle rappers kind of delivery. Just battle rappers word flipping to set up your punchline. And this is what Jada really excels at. This is why he's so good at diss tracks. You know, he killed that versus obviously against Dipset, but that's a discussion for another day. I mean, Jada was on one. Jada was just a man on fire. That's a Hall of Fame night right there. I'm going off on tangents again. I love this. I have too much fun with it, but back to Jadakiss is just, he just so knows how to really make sure that his punchlines land. He's a great boxer in the pocket with his flows.
Last 2 quarters, I never tell that much. Picture Kiss not come out swinging. It's like going to see 50 at a show and he don't come out singing. Yeah.
And even the come out singing. Isn't it funny that 50 clown Ja Rule over singing when obviously 50, we talked about one of the paths to his success was some of his great hooks and great singing. And obviously 50's going to be singing at a show, but this singing also ties in with the snitching allegations. You put a couple good behind bars. Snitching, come out singing, a snitch sings.
Your kiss not come out swinging. It's like going to see 50 at a show and he don't come out singing. Yeah, you got a felony, but you ain't a predicate.
Man.
Never the king in New York, you live in Connecticut. You don't be in
And that's true. I mean, 50 Cent, they even put out a G-Unit mixtape, titled it King of New York. 50's flexing that he's a king of New York, and Jadakiss with a nice smooth flip. How can you claim to be king of this place when you don't even live here anymore? You went and bought Mike Tyson's mansion out in Connecticut.
you got a felony, but you ain't a predicate.
Even that, sure, you got a felony, but you ain't a predicate felon. You ain't a repeat felon. You ain't stacking those charges. It's ironic, too, because think of the timelines. When did Tony Yayo's Thoughts of a Predicate Felon? Did that come out after? I think that came out after this diss. Right? So if that came out after this diss, then Yayo taking that and clowning Jada a little bit and kind of like trying to take back ownership of that one.
To see 50 at a show and he don't come out singing. Yeah, you got a felony, but you ain't a predicate. Never the king in New York, you live in Connecticut. You don't be in the hood, you be in the woods fucking with me, so we really gon' be for good. I hold a 4-5 myself and hop out the range on 145 myself.
It's another angle. I hold the 4-5 myself. I hop out the range on 145, on 145th myself. Just a nice little 4-5 into 145th, switching it up. One, I'm on my own. And this is another angle that Jada's taking. And he takes it towards the end as well. Like, you need bodyguards. You need protection. You claim that you're from the hood, but you're not here representing. Where am I? And I still do it all myself. And I still represent myself. I don't need security detail. This is just me talking to you. Punching you one-on-one.
I hold a 4-5 myself and hop out the range on 145 myself. This is a true fact. Since when has it become cool to get shot and not shoot back? Trackmaster show.
And then another big angle from him is, all right, you got shot 9 times. But your whole first album was you celebrating getting shot 9 times. That's your whole marketing angle. That's the whole reason why you were successful. What other content do you have? What else are you bringing with this second album? And at the end of the day, if you really want to talk hood, if you really want to talk street credibility, what are we celebrating here? Are we celebrating you being a victim? Because you didn't shoot back.
Since when has it become cool to get shot and not shoot back?
He's pulling a street card here. That's what, you know, he's basically tearing down 50's credibility within the streets and this whole gangster image right here.
Master show, brave hearts help you. It become cool to get shot and not shoot back. Trackmaster show, brave hearts help you. And every
Trackmaster shelved you. We talked about Columbia, 50's first album with Trackmaster's Power of a Dollar, right? That was his first big debut album that was supposed to come out on a mainstream label, got shelved. So that's what he's doing there. Bravehearts helped you. Shout out to Nas. Bravehearts. But also Jada knows what he's doing here as well because Nas took 50 on his Nostradamus tour, had him open up for him. But Jada just mentioning this a little bit as well because on Piggy Bank, what else does 50 do? 50 Cent fire shots at Nas on Piggy Bank.
come cool to get shot and not shoot back. Trackmaster show, brave hearts help you, and everybody felt you. Now I gotta melt you. And don't try to pull rank on Kiss, cause the niggas I'ma send to do it ain't gonna miss.
Man.
Be late.
Rank on Kiss, ain't gonna miss. It's just a nice peppered multi-rhyme scheme again, man.
And don't try to pull rank on Kiss, cause the niggas I'ma send to do it ain't gonna miss.
And at the end of the day, notice what he's doing here. Trying to get under 50's skin, right? Trolling him, ain't gonna miss. Because you got shot 9 times and you survived. If my people went after you, 1, they're probably not taking 9 shots, and then 2, you're obviously not surviving.
Be laid up stiff, I spit straight up piff. I did real songs with Big, no made up shits.
Straight up piff. Makes me think of the mixtape, that Piff Days. He's smoking that pure on him. He's smoking 50 right now. And then, obviously, the Locks these days. Biggie Smalls, man. They had tracks with Big. They had mixtapes. A mixtape track with Big as well. And then 50. Oh, This is just giving me a new idea, something else to break down. I'm loving these just dives back into history because it just inspires new ideas for me. There's a classic 50 song that's got Eminem on it too. Around the Ja Rule disc, the Invasion days. I first heard it on one of the Invasion tapes, but this was actually a spinoff. Wasn't it used in, what movie was it used in? I can't think right now, but anyways, you had Eminem, you had Notorious B.I.G. It was posthumous. They took two of Biggie's verses posthumously. 50 had a dope hook, and then Eminem went last, and then Eminem had a dope just hook flip as well. Man.
Melt you, and don't try to pull rank on Kiss, because the niggas I'ma send to do it ain't gonna miss.
But obviously, again, the credibility factor, right? Let's talk about icons. These icons helped you, and we all understand what's going on here with this angle. Bravehearts helped you, and yet you're turning around dissing New York legends. And then you want to talk about being the king of New York. Where's the homage being paid? Where's you paying your dues with the GOATs, with the true legends in New York? Because I paid my dues with the true legends. See how we setting it up? See the angling here? You have to do it posthumously. So we don't even know if they were actually ever going to truly be on a track with you because they didn't get the chance to agree to that.
Be laid up stiff, I spit straight up piff. I did real songs with Big, no made up shits. And I don't got a problem with clout. You ain't get shot again yet, so what's your second album about? No.
There's that angle.
Your raps are preschool. You made a lot of money, now be cool. Before I swell up your lips like seafood. Now get
Some people have allergic seafood reactions, swell your lips up, or he's going back to the box and he's going to punch you. He's punching you on the track right now.
raps are preschool.
Raps are preschool, right? You're not really coming with the multis. People clowning 50. Listen, 50 is not the best rapper. 50 has never been the best MC lyrically. Even I will admit that. Get Rich or Die Trying is still a classic album to me. 50 knows how to put together music, how to tell stories well, how to share his story, how to make hits, how to make catchy songs. He knows how to put the entire package together. That's what 50 has always excelled at.
Made a lot of money, now be cool. Before I swell up your lips like seafood. Now get a mic check, you don't stand a chance to dance with me, dog. Your steps ain't right yet. Block is just fine, homie, the D straight. Most likely your new CD is a weed plate. Bunch of love songs, 100% pure garbage. Just something to break up buds on.
Your new CD is a weed plate. So we going to take that flat surface, right? And we're going to take the buds, we're going to break them up. And then we're going to roll up to it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to separate the C's right there on your plate. Because if you truly value that CD, you're not breaking up weed on it.
Bunch of love songs, 100%
Trolling.
pure garbage. Just something to break up buds on. You should just sell clothes and sneakers. Cause out of your whole camp, your flow's the weakest. I'm
Clothes, sneakers, flows, the weakest. Again, the multis are nice. And obviously this was a time when everybody was rolling out a clothing line. G-Unit brand. Man, but your flow's the weakest. Let me think about this one. Obviously, Lloyd Banks lyrically is the best from G-Unit. Young Buck, I feel like 50 got better flows than Young Buck. And obviously, Tony Yayo, we say Tony Yayo's better than 50. Come on, that's crazy. The troll game is real, though.
just sell clothes and sneakers. Cause out of your whole camp, your flow's the weakest. I'm in a town where the young boys is clapping. You running around with the lieutenant and captain. It'll take a lifetime.
Lieutenant and captain. That's not Eminem and Dr. Dre. No, he's talking about you literally running around with police lieutenants and captains to protect yourself.
On the C-Kiss, you had to get shot 9 times to be rich. You rat ass nigga, you's an
9 times to be rich, get rich or die trying. That's a nice little flip on that.
animal. You's a motherfucking animal. Pig ass nigga, you's an animal.
Calls him a rat, calls him a pig. Clever word plays on being an animal, because 50 Cent said he was an animal, but Jada's now telling him what kind of animal he is. You're a rat, you're a snitch, you're a pig, you're a police officer.
You's a motherfucking animal.
It's clever.
Snake ass nigga, you's an animal.
You're a snake.
You's a motherfucking animal.
I love the flips,
Matter of
man.
fact, you ain't no animal.
I think that this outro is so underrated. When you just appreciate the animal and he's describing what type of animal he is. You're a rat, you're a snake, you're a pig. I like it.
I'm gonna show these motherfuckers how to handle you. D-Block.
And there's the final angle. I don't need a bodyguard. Just hitting that back home. Whew. Man, Jada always cooked. I mean, this is why even 50 gave Jadakiss his flowers, right? 50, you got to think about how petty that 50 is. The fact that 50 Cent would even give someone who's his op some flowers, it says something. Jadakiss, man. 50 Cent. Oh, enjoying the rap history, enjoying the deep dives. Knoxville certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, we're here at the end. Obviously, enjoying the content. Do me a huge favor. Support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. It all helps. It all really does go a long way. I truly appreciate it. As always, look, you can spend your time anywhere. It's very valuable. I appreciate that you spend some of that time with me. Thank you so much for being here. I'm always blessed. Take care of yourselves. Have a happy new year. I'll catch you in 2026. All right, everyone.
Who am I to say that? But if you sold 10 million records and you made $50 million, you shouldn't even have that much worries. You shouldn't even be, you know, your family's straight and you got good health. What should you care? But, you know, that was just that. But lyrically, he's not as strong as me. His record sales is big, but I got street power and street credibility. And that'll always outlast. Like, respect will always be higher than money.